Good evening. My name is Robert, and I try things. Right now, I started a few seconds late because I didn't want you to see me trying to, like, lick the beer I splattered a little bit on my desk, off of my desk, because, hi, Ariel, good evening. This is my first October... It's my first Sam Adams Oktoberfest of the year. I think it's my second Oktoberfest of the year. Should you buy a friend for your Black Bay? Oh, Black Bat! That's a good question. My first instinct is to say no, unless it's like a pet for the Black Bat. Oh, it also comes... Oh, okay, so this would be like a comrade. My instinct is to say no. I don't have any good reason for that, but my instinct is to say no. So this Thursday, this is Thursday, so that means free games from the Epic Games Store. Excuse me. And we have two this week. Well, technically a game and a game builder. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, you build a game, an RPG. So we've got like a real-time, or excuse me, a turn-based strategy type thing, and then you're building an RPG. So that should be interesting. I just caught a look at next week's free games, and let me scooch this over just to tease that for you, but you can totally just look this up yourself on the Epic Games Store. Saints Row 4. I didn't even know there was a Saints Row 4. You know what? I think I knew there was up to 5. How many Saints Row, that's not how you spell Saints, games are there? 5 titles. Okay. So they're giving us 4 for free, probably because 6 is coming sometime soon, maybe? Or it's been a certain amount of time since 5 came out? I don't know. I would not be surprised if they made a 6. They keep re-releasing Grand Theft Auto. You got Saints Row 3 free forever going Epic. Maybe you should expand the collection. Yeah! It literally costs you nothing but a couple of seconds to go ahead and get it next Thursday. You don't even have to install it. You just get the game and you could install it at any point. What was I saying? So that should be interesting. It looks like at least part of it takes place in Washington, D.C. The title is Re-Elected. There looks to be a giant like UFO thing and a big punching bag shaped monster. And then there's the Capitol building. Which is not the White House, just so you know. The big domed Capitol building is Congress, not the White House. The White House is like flat, except for, you know, whatever kind of defense stuff they've got on top. There's no dome on the White House. I remember seeing a picture years ago while Trump was president the first time, and I'm being very pessimistic right now. He's probably going to become president again because people are stupid. Anyway, while he was president the first time, someone drew or wrote on the back of a $5 bill, "My president lives here," and it pointed toward the building that was on the bill. And it's the Lincoln Memorial. So I'm sorry you think Trump lives, you know, a mile or two away from the White House in more or less open air, because the Lincoln Memorial doesn't have an inside, I don't believe. Never been there. Probably should at some point. Good evening, Eric. I'm not ignoring you. Sorry, I just wanted to finish that story. Hi, Eric. I'm glad I got to see your card earlier. That was a really nice card. I would, if I can, I'll communicate more with you later, but it would be cool if I could commission, a couple of cards. Let's see. One for my grandma, one for Paige's grandma, one for Paige's mom. So at least 3 cards from you. Oh, dude, your streams are typically short. That's something I expect. It's not anything that anybody gets offended by. What that means is you're good enough at your art that it doesn't take you long to do it. It's like, I'm sure you've heard that story about, King commissions an artist to paint a picture of, the story I heard, it was a chicken, but anything. King commissions an artist to paint a picture of a whatever. And so the king pays him, he goes to his workshop, and he basically locks himself in there for a year. And at the end of the year, he comes out, and the king says, "What do you have for me?" And he sets up his easel, he sets up his canvas, and really quickly, 5 minutes, he paints this beautiful chicken, or whatever it was that was commissioned. And the king said, "If you could paint that in 5 minutes, what did I pay you for an entire year for?" And the artist says, "You paid me for a year's worth of learning how to paint a chicken in 5 minutes. So what I'm saying is, I appreciate you and your art for all the hours that you put into it previously, hours and days and years that you put into it previously, not necessarily how long it takes you to complete a piece now, because it's taken you a long time to get to that point." Does that make sense? And you're welcome. So, had something to say. Planning on doing 3 cards, but you had to help out around the house. Oh yeah, I heard you talking to I couldn't really tell. It was one of your parents. That something needed to be done. So I'll just look forward to seeing you do those other 2 cards later. Well, unless it's at like 4 in the morning. I'm not going to be awake. Sorry. Shoot, I had something to say. Sold, what's it called? Our old wood burning stove insert for our fireplace. Let's see. I'll see if I can show you guys what this looks like. Yeah, that's a really, yes, that's it. Okay, let me pull this over here. I wish I could see a larger version of this without having to go to the dang site. Let's see. Okay, this is not very large, but we sold one that looked just like this. Except the handles. Yeah, it was almost exactly like this, except the handles didn't have what appears to be rubber on them. It was actually expanded coils. A coil that started here and then got a little bit bigger, a couple of inches over at the end of the handle, that I guess was easier to grab or wasn't going to melt or whatever. And it didn't have whatever the circle thing is here. That's probably a thermometer, actually. Didn't have that. Other than that, identical. Sold that because we found out that it's actually not efficient in an unsafe way. So when you build a fireplace, there's a ratio of the size of the opening of the fireplace versus the size of the chimney, of the flue, as it goes up. And that ratio is usually something along the lines of 10 to 1. There's math and physics about the airflow going from this 10 size, and then the burning and coming in oxygen, and then the heat going up and everything, and then the 1 size. So if you've got, you know, what is that, 2 feet by, we'll call it 2 feet. This is going to be a square. What's it called? Fireplace. So you got 2 feet by 2 feet. So that's 4 square feet. 1/10 of that would be a 4.8 inch square, not square, 4.8 square inches of flue at the top. Now I may have this number wrong, but so there's a ratio. And so, you know, air comes in, it gets consumed, the oxygen gets consumed with the fuel and the fire and everything, and then the rest of that air goes up with the heat and it pulls in more oxygen. And there's a certain amount of speed necessary for the right amount of air to go up the flue to get all of the soot and the smoke out of the flue fast enough so that it doesn't get deposited on the inside of the flue and become creosote, which could lead to a chimney fire and very dangerous. And so what happens with these inserts, at least the way it was put in, was that ratio got changed to very much more like 1-to-1. The amount of airflow coming in the front of the stove was, with the doors closed and you're controlling the airflow in so that you get coals versus like a roaring fire, the airflow is very different. And so the air going up out of the flue, out of the chimney, I guess the chimney is the whole outer thing and then the flue is the middle. The airflow going up is not very fast. And so it lingers in there longer and you get more soot and smoke deposited, you get more creosote, and a lot faster than just burning a wood fire in the fireplace. And so it's a big risk for chimney fires and burning your house down and damage and all kinds of stuff. So we had ours taken out and sold it to somebody, and they've got a big enough fireplace that they'll be able to reach in and fit in an attachment for the top of this thing to have it go up to a smaller flue to get that ratio correct. We don't have enough space in ours. There's like maybe 2 inches of space in there, and you'd have to like reach in there and manipulate things, and you couldn't do it. But apparently their fireplace is big enough that they can. It's like 4 or 5 inches, I guess, above the top of the stove insert. So, yeah. What was I saying? So they bought that yesterday, and they're coming to pick it up Saturday. And I gotta tell on myself. We communicated about, when he was gonna come look at it, and he said, okay, I'll come check it out this afternoon, or Wednesday afternoon. And I said, cool, just let me know when you're on your way. I got busy doing whatever, and I don't like this song right now. I don't like this song either. We'll do that one. That'll work. I got busy doing whatever, and I did not notice his Facebook message on my phone. And you guys know that obnoxious pa-ting. You can't miss that. I must have been elsewhere in the house. I don't know. I missed his message for like 2 hours. And thankfully, he didn't hold it against me, and they came and looked, and they bought the stove. They already paid me for it. They're just coming to get it Saturday. So yeah. Now I told him, I'm not going to be able to help you load this thing. My back hurts. It doesn't currently, but I have the propensity for my back to hurt. I could hurt my back doing this. So you got to do it. So he's not going to do it. He's going to get, I think, his son-in-law and a friend. Or maybe it's just son. I don't know. To come do it. They're like in their 60s, 70s, something like that. That's your thing too. Bringing pellets in from the shed. Your back. Like, so you have like one of the new, it burns pellets instead of logs. This burns logs. It looks a lot like a fireplace. Operates just like a regular fireplace. You just control the airflow to get coals. So your pellets are actually going to be even more efficient at generating and distributing heat than ours. How much do the pellets come in a bucket, I guess, or a sack, or how do you bring them in, and how much do they weigh at once that you have to carry? I didn't mind bringing in wood. I didn't mind carrying wood. I minded having to go out into these single-digit temperatures to grab wood to bring in. And believe it or not, there's already gas in there. There's already a gas line capped off in there. Apparently poorly, because when you turn on the key, you hear it. You're not supposed to be able to. It's not supposed to come out. And so what I'd really like to do, and may or may not get to this season, it'll probably have to be in the spring or summer, is I'd like to have a plumber, because this is not something I could do myself. I'd like to have a plumber come in and put in an H burner and then cover it with fiberglass like you use in outdoor fireplaces. It's a heavy bag. You bring in 4 via wheelbarrow. Okay. So they're probably at least 25 pounds each, I'm guessing. If they fit in a wheelbarrow and there's 4 of them. Load them onto the porch. Okay. Have you ever thought about, okay, so is the place that you put the pellets into the stove inside or outside? And I'm assuming there's like some kind of electric auger that pushes them into the heater, right? It's inside? Okay. I was gonna say, have you ever thought about like setting up some kind of hopper where you load multiple bags into the hopper and then they just gravity feed themselves? Yeah, in. But if it's inside, that's probably not as easy of a thing. I'm sure there are ways to do it. It's not much trouble to get them in, it's just the carrying. Okay. And do you have to go up very much with them to get into the house? Because for us to get in either of our doors, it's 7 steps. And if you're coming in from the garage, or if you're coming in the front, so coming in the front, it actually takes 7 to get to the door, and then on the door, once you come in the door, there's a small flight of stairs, like 5 steps. Okay. Yeah, that would get uncomfortable to carry that many, especially if you're already hurt. So you come up 7 steps, you come in the door, and then it's a split level, so you can go back down 7 steps to where I am currently, or up 7 steps to get to the rest of the house. Like, all that's down here is this room I'm in, and the laundry room on the other side of this wall, and then the garage on the other side of that. So yeah, trying to get wood in here, and then we kept it in the backyard, it's over there. I'd have to come up those 7 steps carrying 40-ish, 30 or 40-ish pounds of wood. I got a tote to put it in, like a plastic storage tote, like one of the 20-gallon ones. There's one right behind my desk here, but I'm not going to go grab it. And I would, pile a bunch of wood in that, carry that in, and that would last us 2 days. We didn't really have a good place to put any wood inside. It always had to be brought in. Yeah, smarter, not harder. Hence the wheelbarrow. So, coming back to what I was saying earlier, I would like to commission at least 3 cards from you, Eric. With more of the deciduous trees like you did at the very end of your card today. And the way you had the snow on it, and it looked like... I thought I saw some color on it. I was not actually looking as you did it. Was there like lights or ornaments or anything on it, or was that just light coming through from the sky that you had done in the back? Either way, more of the deciduous I would really like to have on some cards to send to the 2 grandmas and the mother-in-law. So we can talk about that. I can DM you about it later. Okay, you added green leaves and white snow. Okay, not sure about how much it would cost you to mail them. I mean, they're cardstock, right? As long as they are flat and not more than a 1/4 inch thick, compressed, I think you can just throw a stamp or 2 on them. As long as they're not like, require manual handling. As long as they can go through a sorting machine, it's just a stamp or 2. And I feel like probably 1 stamp would be sufficient. But, like I said, I want to commission them from you. Ergo, I would pay you for these and for any kind of sending them. But we can DM about that later. Why is this message highlighted? Let me show you this. This, ooh, that is a lot bigger on this screen. So this message from Stream Elements, why is it highlighted red in my chat? Is it red in your guys' chat? I guess I could, it's not? Okay. Why is it red? Because like Stream Elements sends other messages, but for some reason, is it like a potential mod thing? But Stream Elements is I don't know. I don't care. I don't really care. Not important. I am so glad Ariel and I got to see you make that card. That was a really nice card. I think that might be my favorite of yours so far. Although, I really remember the first couple being nice too. I am so glad. I don't remember who told me that you do watercolor, but I'm like, watercolor, yes! Who told me that? Was it Splatzap? It doesn't matter. I mean, I guess it kind of does matter. I could thank them for referring me to you, but like, I'm just glad I found you. So, we have 2 options for, what are they called? Snacks tonight. Remember, oh yeah, just me being excited about watercolor? Yeah. We have 2 options for snacks tonight. They're both Greek chocolates. They're both wafers and chocolate. One of them also has a hazelnut cream. Other than that, they're pretty similar. They're different brands, but they're pretty similar. And so the chocolate, I think it's milk chocolate, and so I'm guessing it's the European milk chocolate, which is milkier and lighter. So do you guys have any kind of preference of with or without the hazelnut cream? And I don't think it's like hazelnut butter. I think it's a cream flavored with hazelnut, flavored like hazelnut. Eric says you can pick if you're paying attention. Oh, Ariel, speaking of your bat friend, halfway. Oh, halfway paying attention. That's fine. Speaking of your bat friend, I've been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender lately, and I kind of want to get an Appa plush. But I really can't justify it because really it would just sit in the house. It would be adorable, but it really just sit in the house. And, you know, the best thing it would do is like it would make me happy as I looked at it walking by or something. I wouldn't really snuggle it much or anything. Those are the only options, is the 2 Greek chocolates. One has hazelnut cream and one doesn't. And other than that, they're really similar. They're wafers and chocolate. Put it on my shelf back there. It's oh, Appa. I want to leave the candy machine open to put snacks or whatever that I find on top. Okay, do the one without hazelnut cream. Okay. By the way, I kept the mac and cheese gummies box just because it's such a trip to think about gummies shaped like mac and cheese. They were just generic fruit flavor, by the way, in case anybody missed that. So this is a Serenata Choco Bar. And I don't know if you can tell, the focus is a little funny there, but that is Greek on there for the description. It says waffle covered with milk chocolate. And then on the side here it says USA use only with some Greek above that. And yeah, all the labeling is in Greek. I wish I could do the dynamic focus, but so often it's just screws up, so I just manually make it focus on me. So let's give this a try. It's literally just chocolate and wafers. It looks like, you know, most candy bars, but like there are no nuts or caramel or nougat or anything. It's just chocolate and wafers. That is pretty good. It's as good as it looks. I don't know how to describe that. There's a layer of, you can see it, it's really light to you guys, but in actuality, there we go. That makes it easier for you guys to see. It looks like there's some kind of cream on that top layer, but as far as the description goes, it's just chocolate. It's just maybe a more powdery chocolate than the outside. Hydrate. Hey, guess what, Erilyn? I'm gonna drink some water. Eric, sometimes I wonder if you misspell things on purpose. And I say that because, coming back to Avatar: The Last Airbender, there are only 3 episodes left, by the way. If you say so. But in Avatar: The Last Airbender, there's a character who was, until 5 or 6 years ago, the top general in the bad guy's country. And then he came to some realizations and he retired, and now he's just trying to be happy with his nephew who has some serious trauma. Let me turn this down just a tad. And most of the time he plays it off as he's just this dumb, harmless old man. And that leads people to forget that he was the top general. Meaning, and this is like a mildly pre-imperialist Japan army. So there was still a lot of hand-to-hand combat going on, or, you know, in-person combat, not what's it called? And a strategist, yes, not projectiles. And also, they're firebenders, so he can literally shoot fire out of almost any part of his body. And a couple of times in the show, he reveals that, yeah, you know, I was the top general and I'm a badass for it. And so that makes me wonder whether Eric does that kind of thing. Like he's gonna come out later as king of the world or something. I don't know. This is pretty good. Paige told me to save her some if I didn't like it. Do I still have to save her some if I do like it? If you say so, Eric, I will trust you. That's good. That's so good. Two things. You're not stupid, you just don't see how to spell stuff sometimes. That's right, you have dyslexia. Duh, Robert. And potentially some mild dyscalculia. But yes, you have dyslexia. That is not your fault. Okay then. Sorry, I apologize for that. So, I have two drink things that I'm gonna try. One is this right here. It is a Bourbon Advent Calendar. Got it from Paige's parents. They had intended to give it to me while we were with them last Thanksgiving so I could use it for last Christmas. But I think something got confused with the shipping and it either went to the wrong place or got delayed because it maybe went to their house and we were at their other daughter's house. And so they didn't get to give it to me until we were there over the summer this year. So I'm just now getting to do this and it's fine because whiskey, once it's in a bottle, does not change. So yeah. So today is December 1st. So it is our first day of Advent. Also, something to think about or to know is that, so, you know, the Seventh-day Adventists? It's the wrong way to pronounce that because this is Advent. The emphasis is on the first syllable, Advent. So they are Adventists, not Adventists. And there have been a number of people where I've tried to explain the difference in the emphasis in words, and they're just like, you're saying it the same way twice. I'm like, no, I'm not. It's like umbrella versus umbrella. Or insurance versus insurance. Or Hobby Lobby versus Hobby Lobby. I've heard, this is the wrong side, by the way. I've heard those wrong things many times. Mostly in the South. So yeah, they are Adventists, not Adventists. Sorry. Let me grab this bourbon. So this is from Drinks by the Dram, and there are our 24, 4? There's 24. I think it's only 24. Advent is 24 days, and then we've got Christmas. So there are 24 different openings here, and I have no idea how large these bottles are. They don't feel very large. This is very, very light. So we shall see what is behind door number 1. Okay, so they are There's nothing behind door number 1. There's an empty plastic well. Did they all fall out of their holes? I don't think I got gypped, but I think it's been rattled around enough that they're not in where they're supposed to. Okay, so I did get gypped because my understanding was this was gonna be 24 different whiskeys, but they're not. Okay, hold on. Let me get this sorted out. And it still does seem like some are missing. Nope, that's not. Okay, hold on. I'll show you guys once I get this sorted. Nope, that's. Okay. I don't know how much this cost, but it was too much. I'll tell you that. No, no one got high or drunk. This is the way it's supposed to be. It's just poorly designed. Okay. So, I'll do my best to show this to you. So there's all these compartments, and there are 4 whiskey samples, and they are tiny, tiny. Wait a minute, there's nothing in here. Okay, now I feel gypped. What the heck? There's no way it all would have evaporated off. There's nothing in here. Are you supposed to assemble this for somebody? Hold on, hold on. According to the package, Drinks by the Dram presents 24 hand-waxed 3mm drams of the very finest bourbon and American whiskey, including exciting offerings from boutique spirit producers and world-renowned brands extending across the United States of America. Tantalize your taste buds and sip something special this Christmas as you explore 24 of America's best whiskeys, from rye-rich whiskey to award-winning small-batch bourbon. In this Advent calendar, there's a delicious dram behind each door waiting to be discovered. No, the hell there's not! There is 0 whiskey in here. Holy crap. Okay. So these bottles are labeled, and they all say rye spirit. And that they are 46.5. Hey Google, what is 46.5 times 2? 93 proof?
46.5 times 2 is 93.
Yeah, 93 proof. They're all labeled exactly the same. But, there's nothing in them. I feel so ripped off, and so should my in-laws. Because instead of 24 different whiskeys, in here are 4 empty tiny bottles and a bunch of like keychain charms and hair clips. Or, yeah, hair clips. And what on earth happened here? This is my biggest disappointment of the year. This makes me very sad. A moment of silence. Yeah, this is totally a ripoff. Holy cow. I wonder if I can contact them, or, I mean, like, they bought it over a year ago. Does it... I was really looking forward to this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna pour myself some of my good bourbon. Okay. This is my Knob Creek single barrel, which apparently I ought to get more of soonish. Man, okay, well, so I am just flabbergasted by that. All right, so on that sad note, Mom is making noise upstairs, you think? Gonna see what's up. Okay. Have fun with your mom. I hope she's doing even better. She had her knee replaced, right? Baking. Baking, not making. Okay. Ooh. What is she baking? If your landlord and a maintenance guy weren't coming over tomorrow, you'd probably drink with me. Isn't it better to be hungover while dealing with your landlord? That way you don't put up with any shit? I don't know. I've never had it. No, I was going to say I've never had a landlord, but my landlord was an absentee. She did not live next door. And she was fine. There was really nothing wrong. I forgot this is 120 proof. This is strong. This will sterilize stuff. This will kill COVID. Okay. So the second thing I have to try is a beer. And it's like a cinnamon bun beer. And we'll try that after we try RPG in a Box as the first thing we're trying tonight. It's not a game. I can't call it a game, but we'll do that first. So let's go ahead and get that launched. Since they're coming over to install a new furnace, you feel like you should at least try to be coherent? I mean, it's not like you're doing anything. You're just kind of there. What's new in RPG in a Box? Oh my gosh, these change notes. This is like a for real game maker. Oh, yeah, okay, you don't trust your landlord. Yeah, okay, you pay attention. Okay. To make sure nothing gets half-assed. Okay. So, on the voxel editor animation toolbar, oh, let me change the category. Nope, hold on. Okay. On the voxel editor animation toolbar, you can click the current frame number to bring up a draggable slider, allowing you to navigate through frames more quickly or get an idea of what a series of frames will look like when animated. Is there any kind of tutorial here? Let's find out. Game title is going to be Tryit Game. That's what we'll do. We'll do that one. Where do I want to put this? Create folder. Okay. Automatically create subfolder. Okay. It crashed. Give it a try again. Welp. Yeah, we didn't get to play Star Wars Squadrons either. Right, so we go to D, streaming, software, RPG in a Box, try it game. Game.config, okay. So it crashed after it created the game. What does my hand smell like? I don't know. I'm gonna have some more of this chocolate bar to assuage my disappointment about not having any whiskey in that box. So these are all the assets. I think I saw dungeon wall. Okay. So we have a character named Justin. Let's open that. Nope, didn't want to do that. Okay, how do I... Okay, right click. Okay, so I would have to watch some serious tutorials to figure out what to do with this. Let's play the attack animation. That's the attack animation. Okay, what about climb? Okay. Let's play the death animation. That's it, he just falls to his knees. He has an idle animation. This looks like Splatzap in her Minecraft thing. Okay, so he's gonna interact with the thing, which looks identical to attack. Okay, push. Just saying. Okay, shoot. Bang. Bang. Slide? What does slide look like? Sliding down a slide. Okay. Throw. Okay. That's not bad. Walk. Here's the default walk animation. I don't even know what to do with this. Let's just play this game. Startup script. Sure, barrel potion. I have no idea. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see what this looks like. Debug console, sweet. Error in set entity script. Invalid entity. I made no changes to this game, and it's not even. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. Okay. Okay, so you go through the doorway there, and then there's some stairs. Dungeon platform. Okay. Here's a different platform with, I guess, some skulls on it. There are 4 different walls with banners on them in varying stages of... Oh, and this is reversed. And this is this one, but reversed. Or not exactly. Varying stages of decay. There's some blood on the wall. This has rubble on the ground. Here is a mildly caved-in dungeon wall corner. Okay. Stone wall arch. Water corner. Okay. Ooh, let's open the bat. Hey, we got a bat, and it has animations too. Die, bat. Ooh, that's cool. Walk. Okay, goblin. Look at the goblin. Look at him. I guess attack doesn't do anything. Die. Okay. I guess it doesn't have an attack animation. So that was Justin. Lux is a cat? I think this is a cat. Who's Sarah? She has boobs. Sarah Doobie stacked. So her motions are gonna all be the same as Justin's. Okay. Rogue is a cat. So is Lux, apparently. Purple slime! Red slime. What do their attacks look like? They literally just jump at you. They fall into a puddle and disintegrate. And that's how they spawn. And they just bounce around. Okay. I don't have any dialogues. Barrel potion. Script begins here. Entity self. Script. Barrel potion. Trigger when... I don't know anything about this. I got nothing. There's no music, no sounds. Combat. Stats. Player stat, XP, max HP. All of these things. Interesting. I wish I knew what to do here. I would have to care about actually making a game in order to continue working on that. So let's go ahead over to Fort Triumph. Fort Triumph. There we go. And before we do that, I'll uninstall RPG in a Box because that's not anything I'm interested in. Okay. Fort Triumph. This one should be more fun because it's an actual game to play. This stupid calendar. Okay, yes, campaign. So I have to play as a human in campaign. Yes, I want tutorial. We're gonna go easy difficulty. So I want grasslands, caverns, or crypt. Oh, I guess I only get grasslands as an option. And yeah, we'll leave permadeath on. I'm not gonna play this for super long. Probably. It was nightfall and the smoldering soup inn was bustling with activity. The recent economic troubles had folks concerned, which in turn demanded spending coins to take their mind off of such things. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that how people are? Hold on, we got crumbs in the wrapper here that I want to get. This is pretty good. Although it does just mostly taste a lot like almost any European chocolate. Wait a minute. Smoldering soup in, what is this moon cookie? Is that like insomnia cookie? Suspicious hooded character. A hooded character quietly approaches the tavern's entrance, where a large troll loiters menacingly. Greetings. May I have entrance into this establishment? The bouncer eyes the stranger up and down. Nah, can't let dubious persons in. You want to go through the back. That's for persons of dishonest repute or general unscrupulousness. Look at this troll's mouth. Right here. Look at his mouth. Good chocolate. The hooded stranger tips his hood and skulks away into the darkness. Thanks. And you want to skulk with your knees so it don't hurt your back. The dark figure nods gratefully at the thoughtful comment and skulks away with his knees. This is a parody, by the way. I don't know if I never mentioned that earlier. This is a parody RPG. Meanwhile, inside the smoldering soup inn, And since the Justice Factory shut down, I cannot find worthy employment. And Leandra here just lost her scholarship. I'm telling you, there ain't no... Oh, hold on. This is a dwarf. And Leandra here just lost her scholarship. I'm telling you, there ain't no justice. Well, there remains some in the stockpiles, but that shan't last long. Justice stockpiles? Leandra stares forlornly at the wall and sighs. It's the frickin' nobles' fault, you know. Always plotting and playing with our hard-earned stolen coin. Hard-earned or stolen coin. But 'tis their divine right to do such, as the scripture commands. Chapter 7 of Ye Far Too Old in Ways, the Lady of the Lake, her arm clad in... Hey, what if we formed our own party? Thank you, Leandra. Why is this coming up now? We need the coin, and we're a capable group. We could hire ourselves out directly and pick the contracts we like. Won't have to take crap from no one. I like it. Yes, we could halt evildoers ere they enact their villainous plots. Stumbles and bumps into Solaris. Whoops. Apologies. Not to worry, sir. Now where were we? Ah, yes, we shall require a coat of arms and surely a battle standard. Solaris' voice drowns out as the mysterious stranger makes his way to the other side of the inn to a quiet corner table where a fearsome goblin war chief awaits. The war chief nods as the figure approaches and takes a seat. The hooded character pulls out a heavy parcel and slides it over. Are we settled? Garbarak inspects the contents, rattles it some, and nods. The pact is made. The hooded character begins to laugh maniacally. Shh! Garbarak gestures to a sign above the bar. No evil cackling past midnight. Parody is great and strong. Act 1, the Goblin Invasion. During combat, hold the right mouse button and my computer is too fast. Move the paladin using right mouse button. All actions cost action points. The AP indicator near the cursor indicates each action's cost. Okay. Okay. Uh... 100% what? Okay, so I presume I'm supposed to move over to this skeleton. To attack enemies, target them and press right mouse button. Hammer Strike costs 2 AP and requires you to stand next to the target. Boom. 7 HP. Ouch. To attack enemies, target the... Okay, so we'll attack you now. Solaris. Wait a minute, why is there no game audio? Is there just no game audio? Okay, so move the camera. Q and E to rotate the camera. Okay. Your chances to hit enemies behind cover are low. Flank the peasant, then attack him with your bow. The action breakdown bar at the top of the screen will tell if your enemy has cover. So flank him. Okay, so this is going to cost 1 AP to move over here. And then we will flank you. In control zone. Wait a minute, do I have to do the whole thing again? I do not. Okay, so... Okay, so flank... So I guess that's... I get behind my own cover. And then hit 100%, 50% chance of a critical. Can't see what happened through the rock. Beware of spreading fire. Seriously. Why don't I hear anything? Okay. There's totally audio. Why? Okay. There it is. Okay. Alright. Pressing end turn will automatically put all ranged heroes on Overwatch if they have enough action points. How do I see how many action points I have? Oh, is that the blue bar? So I have 3 action points. Okay. Replenished every turn. Ranged heroes can use Overwatch, which will allow them to attack the first enemy that moves in line of sight. Use this ability to slay the skeleton. Okay, so we're gonna end... Okay, Overwatch. So he moved into sight, and he got shot! Pushing and pulling lead to physical interactions that cause damage and other effects. Try to kick the spiderling into a rock. Press left mouse button to select the ability, then right mouse button on the target. Oh, this down here, okay. And kick it into a rock. So we're gonna move here, and then kick the spider into the rock, and then the rock hit the other spider! Hey! Stunned enemies lose 2 AP, making them unable to attack. On the next turn after being stunned, units gain stun protection, requiring 2 physical interactions to stun them. Continue to damage the spiderlings with kick in order to kill them. Do I have to use kick? So is there a good rock to kick him into? Not. There's a tree here, but I don't think it's going to make it all the way that way. Okay. Around here, kick you. Okay. Toppling tall objects can also stun enemies and deal more damage than regular physics hits. Use Whirlwind to topple the tree on the Goblin Scout's head. Okay. So use Whirlwind on the tree. You can select enemies with left mouse button to see how far they could reach and attack on their turn. Okay. So I have 1 AP left, so that means if I move back to here... Okay, if I move here, I'll have some cover, and he won't be able to reach me. Okay. Plotting nefariously. Okay, so I need to use Whirlwind on the tree. So is this my attack range? And this is my movement range? No, okay, so... Whirlwind costs 2 action points. Okay. So I need to... What is this range? 14 tiles. Oh, okay. So moving here should be fine. Or here even. And then Whirlwind on. Z3. 87% chance to hit. Due to their ideology, forest dwellers will not take cover. At least that's what they claim. Units can also get stunned by hitting other units. Use grapple hook to pull one of the goblin raiders into the other and stun both. Okay, so... I guess I move here and then pull him into this one. Cannot use near enemy units. Oh, okay, let me try this again then. So I guess I have to be at least 2 squares away. So, and what is the range? 14 tiles. So if I move here, I can use this on you. So now they're stunned. Okay. Oh, and that was it. That wins that Overwatch and Attack of Opportunity are disabled upon receiving damage. Great. 3 months later. Alright, let's review. I think we can improve on some areas, but we're coming together. I thought, for instance, your speech during the raid was inspiring. Do you believe any heard me over the sound of the bandits screaming? Well, timing is something I want to touch on. Also, Evan, don't rob the mayor's mansion next time. But he's got the nicest stuff. Yeah, but that was our client, and contracts aren't easy to come by. But as word of our great deeds spreads, the offers will flow. No, I ain't doing any more of that work for exposure nonsense. Agreed, it's degrading, and I have tuition to pay. Next job then? Could check on the job board. Slim pickin' and all, but worth a shake. The 3 heroes crowd around the job board, and the cheap wood peppered with entreaties to kill this many rats or harvest that many herbs. Why look, a posting by Lady Arlene herself. I hear her estate's so big, her bloody footmen need butlers. Of course, then those butlers need footmen to order around. Wonder if they get butlers. Leandra's mouth waters. What's this Discord nonsense? Oh, this contract demands 4 heroes, and we are but 3. Figures. Wait, look at this one. Adventurous Seeking Party. This could be our 4th, so we could take the other quest. Hard worker, hard puncher, flexible on morality, resume... I didn't read the last word. The meeting place is just over the hill. Let us find this 4th, join forces, and venture together on Lady Arline's lucrative assignment. Open your town by pressing left mouse button. Right mouse button? Left mouse button? This is your town. Here you may construct or purchase buildings, heroes, and upgrades. Select the guild and purchase the party size upgrade. Okay, university, town hall, fort. Oh, guild. Party size. Leave the town in search of your 4th party member. You may return to town at any time to construct buildings and purchase upgrades by left-clicking the town icon. This is a lot like a lot of mobile city builder adventure games. This is the world map. You may explore and interact with any monsters, events, and locations. The enemy faction will also explore and gain strength every turn, so make haste. I don't like that. Congratulations, you've finished the tutorial. You are now free to roam the world as you see fit. Your current objective is to meet the 4th hero, and you should do so now to increase your roster of heroes. Good luck. So, there she is. Okay. Let's go over there. The meeting place with the hero from the poster lays deserted, but as you move closer, you spot a group of goblins in the distance. Approach them? This is a story mission. Your highest level heroes of each class are summoned to it, with preference to heroes in the interacting party. Sure! Wait, what do these mean? Something ain't right. There are gobbers all over the place. He's skittish. I spot a trapped maiden in distress, lying in a cage just yonder. A woman clad in fur stands in a cage, calling for her goblin jailer. Wow, way over there. Oh no, Gitgern, look! Find gold in cage. Come closer and we share, Gitgern. A most muscular maiden. Goblin raiding parties don't dare come this close to human settlements. Keep your eyes peeled. Okay. Far away lift. Lose a single target to a nearby tile. Race. Halves the damage received from attacks rounding upwards. Let's see. Yeah, move over here, and then we are gonna kick the rock. He's stunned. Alright. And yeah. Alright, one goblin down, one to go in this area. And let's see, she can do whirlwind, overwatch, magic arrow. What's his health? 7? 5 to 6 damage. Okay, if I move here, I have cover unless I get flanked. So we'll move here, and yeah, just do your normal. Missed it. Cancelled reaction. I don't know what that means. Hammer strike. Bam. Alright. Now everybody move forward. And stay in cover, for sure. Overwatch costs 2 action points, so... Okay. Okay, so here they are. I'm almost certain more guys are going to come from that way, so I'm going to move her over here. Oh, from here. Yeah, I wouldn't try to shoot someone with a 16% chance. What are you talking about? Alright, my guy. What does brace cost? 2? I really need you up here where you can fight. Okay. 63% chance to hit. Let's do you first. No, not you, dang it. Ah. You, shoot. Fine. Nah, we'll just attack him. 4 HP, 3 blocked. Oh, interesting. I guess try to hit him. And I destroyed the mushroom. So I can't... Okay, so we're gonna end the turn. So now you're braced. Okay. Can you go over here and smash this guy? Smash! Critical! Alright, now you... flank him. And shoot him. Bam! God, there's an item. Hey, go pick up the item. And... assembling cahoots? Yeah, get her out. Finally, other heroes! A barbarian! What brings you here so far away from your home in the frozen northern tundras? Mostly pneumonia. Love it. Ah, Solaris pauses a moment at the conversational dead end. And who is this skeleton companion of yours in the other cage? This is Steve. He starved to death, but now... Oh, okay. This is Steve. He starved to death, but now come back for tantalizing conversation. The nether spews forth. The end is nigh. Yes, you say that already, Steve. You're not good conversationalist. Secret is more listen. That's not possible. Unliving don't just spontaneously rise from the dead. So, of course not afraid death. Welcome it with open arms like beloved best friend. But maybe hang out with best friend later. You help? Hold still, milady. We shall retrieve the key from the jailer. He is all the way over there. Of course he is. Alrighty. Let's see. So they are way the heck over here. Ooh, okay. Alright, so you go over here, and you're gonna overwatch. You... I'm gonna need you to move way the hell up. Okay. And then... you... yeah, come on up here. And then we'll go to Overwatch. Oh. Oh, it was a new turn. Okay. Well, geez. Alright. Alright, so you cover there, sure. Gods, more of you bloody heroes. That burly one tore the head off me best tracker, killed 2 or more of my raiding party, and keeps trying to trick me to let her out. Gitgurn mean giggle. Come close to cage, Gitgurn, have juicy secrets for share. I thought you humans were bright, soft, and delicious in stew. I don't know what brought you and your raiding party here, but you'll leave at once and release your prisoner. I'm not going to do that. She's terrifying, a menace, and worth her weight in gold. The Demon King pays top coin for innocent maiden sacrifices. I don't think she's innocent. Krita raises an eyebrow and incredulously mouths the word, innocent? Demon King soon unhappy client. Then you leave us no choice. Get ready. Okay. Alright, Archer boy. Let's see. Move here, and we'll see whether I can grapple either of them. 55% chance to hit. Stunned, plus 2 damage. Okay. Alright, move here, and we're gonna whirlwind this. Bam! So there's just the chief left, and yeah, he's attacking you. Alright. There we go. Okay, fine, whatever. The paladin didn't even get to hit him. Okay, you get that. Got the key. Now, yes, I don't have to move them back. Thank you. Cage very limiting for fun adventure. The skeleton seems weaker than before, more pale, and his voice is barely a whisper. The nether spews forth. The end is nigh. Glad to be of assistance. Goblins seldom venture so near our towns. Have you any idea what they were doing? Perhaps you've spotted suspicious behavior? Krita pauses to recall all the details. Goblins marauding, kidnapping, speaking with evil shadows, sacrificing to Demon King. But nothing out of the ordinary? Krita shakes her head. Nah. The nether spear. The skeleton crumbles into dust. Poof. Curious. Solaris gestures toward the skeleton's remains in the other cage. What of this mystery? You mentioned the fiend rose without a necromancer? Yeah, Steve died 2 days ago. Day later, he get up by himself. Well, that's just not possible. Unliving can't simply rise on their own. A necromancer is required as a focal point for the unliving spirit. I can easily prove it once we're in town using a simple intersected multivariant axis chart. Something tells me we're going to be short on time just then. And thus the theorem is indisputable. It's impossible for unliving to be assembled without a nearby necromancer. Krita shrugs and gestures toward the pile of bones as proof of her own theorem. Anyway, before goblin capture, I wait here for companion, friends. Maybe you want strong fighter? Most certainly. We've a lucrative contract by Lady Arline, but require one other. You would be most welcome in our midst. Huzzah! Onwards! Grade C. How would I get a better difficulty C? I guess that's as good of a grade as I can get at this difficulty. Alright, gang, I'm summoning Arline to discuss the gig. She's our biggest client yet, so let's all please be on our best behavior. I must afford next year's tuition, so it's either this or the loan sharks. And we all know how far away the ocean is. Literal sharks. Leandra delicately pulls out and unfolds a crystal orb and chants in an unfamiliar language. The word Arline stands out. The orb brightens, swirls, and shifts to reveal the interior of a castle. Your Grace, 'tis an honor to be speaking with one of such... Thank you for contacting Lady Arline of House Chateliveau, defender of the poor, gracious to the downtrodden, median of her name. Something or other. I accidentally pressed the button. Calming background harp music. Krita merrily hums along. Catchy! A muffled conversation is barely audible in the background. Milady, someone is on the crystal ball for you. Put them on hold. I just arrived and the walk was disgusting. I was in a carriage, of course, but I saw a man walking through the window. It may be Lord Bellatree, Your Grace. He has a paladin. Bellatree, about time! That old bastard's been colluding with the council for months. Unfortuitously for him, I've had them under my thumb since my 13th birthday coup d'etat. Put me through. Frickin' nobles. For real? Leandra glares at Evan. Greetings, you are speaking with Lady Arline of House Chateliveau. defender of the poor, gracious to the downtrodden, median of my name. Greetings, your ladyship. I'm Leandra. We're an up-and-coming adventuring party, 4 strong, responding to your poster. Arline looks surprised for a moment, but recollects herself quickly. I see. Good, good. Your assignment is a crucial one. A goblin horde has appeared and is terrorizing our valley while the king's forces are indisposed in the succession war in the east. This explains a great deal. A goblin horde so close to our beloved valley. We must raise the banner against the invaders. Quite. You heroes are to recruit a local army, join forces with High Lord Avathis, and drive out a goblin raiding party not far from where you are. High Lord Avathis Lion's-Mane himself? 'Twould be an honor to fight alongside such a great hero. Arline rolls her eyes and mechanically delivers a rehearsed statement. Despite our disagreements, High Lord Avathis is a great nobleman who has proven his valor on the battlefield many a time over his many years. Milady, is the assignment all expenses included? Yes, why not? Just spare me with such crass details. Now I must away for important matters of state. Farewell, brave adventurers. The orb grows dim. Krita beams at the rest of the party. That go good. Is this related to the Magicka universe? I have no idea. It's a parody adventure RPG thing with you build your city also. It's making fun of RPG tropes. I suppose, but didn't that feel too easy? Maybe I'm paranoid. You heard her. Time to raise an army and find Avathis. Over there. Let me get this bag of coins. We'll do that. Provides accuracy bonus for next battle. That's cool. What does this do? Magic. Magic. Oh, can I only go so far? Very dead corpse. Okay, so we'll end our current turn. Magicka was also very jokey and made fun of tropes and such. You must check. It could be. I have no idea. Okay, let's get the very dead corpse. You come across a corpse. With a quick glance, you see that the adventurer's code was not followed through. No one has yet to go over the deceased loot. We get 125 coins and 2 magic. Sweet. Wait, what does that say? Coming of age. Okay. A locked chest lies ahead. There are words imprinted over the lid. Only the worthy shall glimpse inside. Your mom always said you were worthy. Will that be enough? Okay, so we need at least a level 5 hero. What is this? The furnace. A troll blacksmith is working in front of a gigantic furnace, far larger than anything you've ever seen. The fire inside is purple. This is an imbuing furnace, he says proudly. I made it. Doesn't work on weapons at all, so it's useless to me, but if you're brave enough to enter and withstand its fire, it might change you. Oh. I do not have HP to lose right now, so we're gonna leave here. What is this? So Evan gets to level up, and I get to pick a new ability. Okay. Don't want to give him a bow attack. Slams the ranger's bow against a single close melee unit. It probably wouldn't be bad to give him a melee attack. Fires an arrow at a single target. If the arrow hits, it pushes the object away from the target who are in the line of the attack. Adjacent objects on the front and back, but not ones to the right or left. Also inflicts a small amount of damage. Cannot use near melee enemy units. Cannot use while crippled. Or do I want to cancel reactions of a single target? Cannot miss. Cancels reactions. Does not appear to be Magicka related. Okay. How is it so far? It's funny. I went through the tutorial. It was a good playable tutorial. Everything on the screen explaining how things work, telling you go here, do this, this is how you use your attacks. And then it was a really short tutorial. It's a very simple game to operate. My jaw is tight. And then it just drops you into your first mission, or you could go world exploring or whatever. So not bad, honestly. I don't really have any complaints about it, except that it's just not my preferred genre. I think... So she has an attack that can involve the environment. So does he. He does not. I have no idea what Krita does. Let's cancel this right now. Let's go look at hers. A dishonorable yet effective close-range attack against a single target. Okay, so all that does is do damage. And then we've got Kick. So she can interact with the world. Yeah. So he cannot really, except to pull enemies into stuff. Oh, so I could pull the tree down on him. That's good. So... Or can I save these skill points and use them on other stuff? Or do these automatically unlock once I reach level 3? You know what? I'm gonna leave it for now, and once I get to the... Hi, Gem! Hi, Axie! By the way, hi, Axie. I didn't say hi earlier. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna save that. Well, I'm not actually gonna save it, but I'm not gonna use it. In favor of, if I were to get to level 3, I'll check and see whether... Or I would check and see whether I have to use skill points to unlock higher levels of my existing skills. Maybe. Okay. Let's go in here and go through this cutscene, and then that's going to be it for me. 9:30 is too late for caffeinated tea, isn't it? Not for me. I will allow myself caffeine. Well, okay. Maybe. I'll allow myself caffeine up to 9:30. It also depends on when you go to bed. I like to give myself about 2 hours after any caffeine. So, but I probably have enough that it's not going to affect me as long as it would someone who doesn't have much caffeine. You see a well-groomed paladin preparing to assault a bridge guarded by goblins. Join him? This is a story mission, your highest level whatevers. Okay. No, I don't want to join the battle. Bedtime varies. You aim for midnight, but sometimes it's later. Then, if you aim for midnight, I would say no. Well, yeah, if you don't have to work tomorrow, then it kind of doesn't matter how late you stay up unless you have other stuff to do. No, I didn't want to do that. Okay, so it's the same controls to move the map here. Fairly big map. What is this? Okay, so goblins can construct a building today. I don't love that part of this. Yeah, Axie has bad habits. Oh, and Gemstar is working. Yeah, might not want to. I would lean towards no. Okay. So that'll be it for this. There is no on-screen anything to open any kind of menu, so I'm just gonna, hit escape. We'll save this just in case I decide I get a wild hair later and want to come back to this, but I doubt it. And quit. Okay. So we tried the RPG in a box before this, and it literally is a game builder, like a voxel, really low-tech game builder. And I had no idea what to do. You'd have to like actually care about building games and go look up tutorials and whatnot to figure out how to use that. It wasn't really a game, but I had to give it a try because that's what I do. I try things. Johnny tried this with milk. He didn't like it. How have your guys' evenings been? I had a really big disappointment before I started playing games. Do you want to hear about it? Ariel and Eric Artsmon were here for it. It involves a gift I received. Okay. So, we alternate whether we're going to spend Thanksgiving or Christmas with each other's family. Yeah, it was bad. So last year we did Thanksgiving with Paige's family, and so we had our Christmas with them at that time. And then we did Christmas with my family, and this year we're doing Christmas with Paige's family. Well, last year, Paige's parents had intended to give me this Bourbon Advent Calendar. But something got funky with the shipping. Either it went to their house and we were at their other daughter's house, or it was delayed, so it didn't get there in time. So they actually gave me this over this summer when we went to visit them, and I was so excited to do this. You know, I pull it out of the box, and just a second. And it's got, you know, all these little doors and everything. And I'm going to read the first part of the front of the box. It says, Drinks by the Dram presents 24 hand-waxed 30 milliliter. Right? I love bourbon too. That's fine. Hi, Ariel. Oh, hi to them. 24 hand-waxed 30 milliliter drams of the very finest bourbon and American whiskey, including exciting offerings from boutique spirit producers and world-renowned brands extending across the United States of America. I was so jazzed to have 24 different bourbons. But I opened up door number 1, and there was this little plastic well, and like there's an insert inside here, and there were slots, you know, for all the little parts in here, and so the little plastic well in here was empty. And I figured, okay, so, you know, shifting, it might have fallen out, and I'm just like, well, like, that's surprising because, you know, these bottles, there's not really much clearance between the insert and the box. And actually what was in the freaking box was this. I am so mad about this. Number 1, there are not 24 30 milliliter hand-waxed bottles of whiskey in here. The only bottles in here are 4 not waxed. I don't know if this is 30 milliliters or not, but it's empty. There's nothing in here. And the rest of this is like little keychain charms. They did do me dirty. That is my biggest disappointment of the year. There's no whiskey at all in here. I'm gonna have to tell the in-laws when we go see them in a couple of weeks. Hopefully I'll have calmed down enough to make it 100% not sound like it was their fault, because there was no way they could have known this. They had the little cardboard things and perforations and everything. I'm gonna look up right now, Drinks by the Dram, and like yell at them. And we're gonna do it over here so you guys can see it. Nope, wrong button. Yeah, contact us. And we are gonna email them. Because what the fuck? This is why people have trust. Memory unlocked? What kind of memory? Well, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this and go to Gmail.
Touching the booty, who's got the booty?
No CDs? Oh, no. I forgot I set that up. Junior year of high school, you got Metallica's Garage Inc. 2 CD set for Hanukkah, and there were no CDs in the package? I'm glad you guys liked the sound effect. Got broken up with earlier that evening too, and getting an empty CD case was the worst. Was worse than being broken up with? Yeah! Oh my gosh, that sounds like a terrible day. I'm sorry, Jim. Okay. I keep getting sponsorships, and I'm not sure what to do with them. Okay. And we're going to maximize this. Okay. No bourbon in Bourbon Advent Calendar. Hello! Oops. My in-laws gifted me your Bourbon Advent Calendar last year, and I was so excited to use it for this Advent season. However, when I opened the first door, there was nothing in the plastic. What do we even call that? Compartment? So I opened the box's lid to pull out the plastic divider, only to find that the set contained absolutely no bourbon at all. Only 20 keychain and what do we got? Bracelet charms, as well as 4 empty sample bottles. What